Níta dásìrè ká tó kọjá lọ sórí téńté orí ìròyìn lábala àlejò láti pàdé ẹni tó ti fìgbà kan rí jẹ́ kọmíṣánná ọlọ́pàá Fatai Owóṣeni tí wọ́n jẹ́ olùgbaninímọ̀ràn pàtàkì fún gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ lórí ètò ààbò wọ́n sì máa fèsì sọ́kùn ọ̀jọ̀kan ìbéèrè tó jẹ mọ́rọ̀ ètò ààbò ìpèsè ètò ààbò táwọn wí yìí ìdójúṣe ìjọba nìkan ni bí àbí aráàlú náà lójúṣe àti pèsè ààbò ó dáa ọ̀nà owó gẹ́gẹ́ níjọba ń gbà pèsè ààbò ọ̀nà owó sì láràlú ń gbà pèsè ààbò bákan náà kí wọ́n lakitiyan ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ lórí ètò ààbò táwọn yóò fi lè mọ sunwọ̀n àsùnfòrí léṣùká àwọn èèyàn tiẹ̀ láwọn alágbára kan ló wá ń di ipá ààyè tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́tún lọ́sì ṣé lóòótọ́ ni ẹ̀yẹ ṣàpàdé wa lọ́jọ́ ìsinmi tó ń bọ̀ láago 6 sáago 7 àárọ̀ fábálà kínní àti láago 7 sáago 8 àárọ̀ fábálà kejì níkànnì 98.5 Olúyọ̀lé FM 96.3 Òkè Ògùn FM 92.1 Ajílétí FM àti lórí tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ èyí àrà kíjìpá kì í ṣàwọ̀.
The pace setter, Oyo State, is blazing another trail. Oyo State is recognizing and celebrating the values and virtues of civil and public service. Approved by His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde, FNSC, GSC, GSSRS. 2024 Civil and Public Service Week, Friday, November 29, a special Jumat service at the Government Secretariat Central Mosque, Ibadan at 1 p.m. Sunday, December 1, a special church service at St. Peter's Cathedral, Ariwe Ibadan at 10 a.m. Tuesday, December 3, novelty football match, third place and final football matches at Lake Salami Stadium at Damasiba, Ibadan. December 4, the D-Day, we will enjoy Earth Talks, cultural display, a public service lecture by the erudite Professor Shola Ajayi, the Vice Chancellor, Abiola Ajimobi Technical University, Ibadan, while Professor Obabowale from the University of Ibadan is the chief discussant. And the icing on the cake of the grand finale is the presentation of awards and plaques to distinguished civil and public servants, outstanding MDAs, and the best football team. His Excellency, Mr. GSM, is the chief host. We are celebrating productivity and excellence in Oyo State Civil Public Service. Join us. Announcer, Mrs. C.A. Abioye, the Chairman, Planning Committee.
A very good morning, and it's good to have you again on this edition of Conversation this Saturday, the 30th day in the month of November 2024. Conversation is where we bring you stories making the major headlines in the dailies. We do our best to give you top-notch analysis. In due course, we get to open the phone lines. We invite you to be a part of the flow. We share our thoughts, views, and opinions regarding those major headlines as reported by the dailies, Mondays to Saturdays, except Sundays. We are here, and that is what we do on Conversation. Our thoughts, views, and opinions, like I said, is what we will be sharing with you as presenters and analysts, and not the corporate views of the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State. And that's why the program is called Conversation. And we're networking on Òkè Ògùn FM 96.3, our sister station in Alaga in the Òkè Ògùn of the state, Ajílétí FM, Gàmbàrí, Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, on the 92.1 FM dial. No one beats our reach all over this great state. Yes, we are there. Beyond your state, we are there. And beyond the shores of Nigeria, all you have to do, just latch on via the social media platforms, Facebook precisely, and you are on to Conversation. Once again, wherever you are listening across the world, you are welcome. My name is Tola Teriba.
And yes, like Tola said, we are all over the world on those platforms and on our local stations. My name is Bimbo Akombe, and yes, he's talking about special headlines that makes the rounds. And two headlines that I am seeing now. One, bad news. One might be kind of good news. Yes, Tola. What happened to 200 women?
Well, that's the bad news, unfortunately. There's 200 women farm laborers missing after boat accident. And that happened in Niger State.
Niger State, yes.
8 corpses recovered, and we still haven't found a solution to this problem of consistent boat accidents in different parts of the country. A boat carrying over 200 passengers, including market women and farm laborers from Kogi State, they are traveling from Kogi State en route to the Kacha Weekly Market in Niger State through River Niger, capsized in the early hours of Friday, and the National Inland Waterways NIWA confirmed the incident on Friday. The boat was reported to belong to one Musa Dangana. The head of the media department of NIWA, Suleiman Makama, who confirmed the incident on Friday, said the market women were on their way to the market in Niger State on Friday morning, riding on a boat when it capsized along the Dambo Ebuchi section of River Niger, killing a yet to be ascertained number of the women. It's true that there was a boat mishap involving quite a number of women going to the market in Niger State, and we are still investigating to ascertain the number of people involved as well as what led to the accident, Makama said. So definitely might be one of the causes of the accident could be due to overloading, because
yes, overloading was part of the reasons, and poor visibility. Yes.
Well, it was a wooden boat, and the managing director of the National Inland Waterways Authority, Mr. Bola Oyebanji, identified human error, drugs, and disobedience to rules and regulations as the major causes of a good number of boat mishaps that have occurred in the past 3 years. Now, as for the one that happened yesterday, Oyebanji said that well, he said some operators were resistant to rules and regulations, and he wondered why a wooden boat would take between 150 and 200 passengers at a go, and even above that amount. And that's above its capacity. You know, I was actually, before I saw this, I was actually wondering why it's not a ferry. It was just a boat, and not a big boat at that. So 200 women and farm laborers on board,
and it's not a speedboat. Now,
even a speedboat is not supposed to take that much.
Yes. Now another version I am seeing now is that 22 traders. Yes, 22 traders. You know, the version you read, 200 women. Now they are saying 8 rescued in boats carrying over 50 passengers. 8 rescued.
Oh, different versions of this.
Different versions, yes.
But it's still overloading.
Overloading, yes. And preliminary reports blame poor visibility, overloading.
But
yes, the good news is yes, the good news is well, where is that good news? NNPCL slashes petrol price to 1,030 naira per liter for marketers. That is according to Petroan.
It's still too high.
It's still too high, but at least
we are not there yet.
Yes, we are not there yet. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has slashed 15 naira off the 1,045 naira it sells a liter of premium motor spirit PMS to marketers. The Petroleum Products Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, Petron, revealed yesterday. The association's national president, Dr. Billy Ari, said at its strategic meeting and award presentation in Abuja that Petron was still pressing the state-owned firm to further drag down the price. Yes, that is what they are doing. There are some intrigues, you know, behind all these dilly-dallying, and they are not letting Nigerians know what is in the offing for us.
But I'm not a player in the petroleum sector, but then as a Nigerian, I believe I do have a right to wonder what would actually, in the long run, actually bring down the price of petrol and subsequently the price of goods and services in the country. What exactly is hindering that at the moment? We have the Dangote refinery, now we have the refinery coming on board, and then hopefully maybe
the Warri and Kaduna
refineries in the not too distant future will also come over. Maybe we need all of them to be working optimally for us to have that what we expect. But then I guess the reasons and the intrigues are there, the complexities are there in that sector, both the one that is official and the one that borders on corruption and other evil practices in that sector. And I guess all this would need to be tackled by the authorities. So I don't know which one would have to be tackled first. Maybe the one that is official, the one that is officially and legally making the price to remain high, or the one that is not official and the one that is being caused by the so-called cabal and the people carrying out the sharp practices in that sector. I don't know which one would have to be tackled first. But then we all hope that some have said that it's going to be gradual, but then that gradual looks to me like slow somewhat.
Yes, when they call something gradual, it will be slow.
Yeah, there's a difference between gradual and there should be a difference between gradual and slow. Gradual means that you actually see things moving.
And slow too. It will be moving very slowly.
But slow could be very slow, and I think this is very slow.
Okay, all right. Now I have this one again before you move on. Army releases journalists, one of our own, arrested at oil bunkering site. Let's see what they want to do at the oil bunkering site. Soldiers from the 6th Division of the Nigerian Army yesterday freed an investigative journalist arrested at an oil bunkering site in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. The arrest of Fisayo Shoyombo had sparked an outrage with individuals and groups including Amnesty International and political analysts like Oluyole Sowore and Deji Adeyanju calling for his release. In a statement yesterday, the Foundation for Investigative Journalism, an organization founded by Shoyombo, confirmed his release. And the statement reads, "We can confirm that our founder, Fisayo Shoyombo, has now been released by the Nigerian Army following the intense media campaign you all mounted." Yes, I think...
Did the foundation explain what Mr. Shoyombo was doing at that site?
I think he was trying to, investigate issues of oil bunkering. Okay,
so did he go undercover? Was he pretending to be one of them?
No, he was undercover. Let me just see this one. Recently, intelligence revealed the existence of a notorious gang of oil thieves noted for busting pipelines and illegal connections for oil theft in the region. And in a deliberate operation conducted, troops trailed the criminals to an illegal oil bunkering site, and in a subsequent operation carried out, troops swooped on the site where arrests were made, including one Fisayo Shoyombo, who was also arrested at the scene. I think he was trying to beg your pardon. He was trying to do some investigations about that, and during one of his, attendants there, troops came in, arrested people, and arrested him also, before knowing that he is a journalist.
Well, the only satisfactory explanation, maybe like you have also said, as to why he was there was if he was actually working undercover and maybe pretending to be one of the bunkers, maybe that infiltrated their ranks, and he acted as if he was actually one of them, so as to be able to get what he wanted by way of the investigation that he's carrying out, and also perhaps to ascertain the level of involvement of the military themselves. Maybe that was why he was there. But then his arrest, yes, he's one of us, but then don't let's be blinded by sentiments. Don't let's blame the military. It's natural if they show up on that particular place, and anyone they find there, it's natural for everyone to be arrested. So the military also issued a statement yesterday, and they said the reason Mr. Shoyinbo was arrested was that he was found at that place, and of course they had to arrest everyone they found there, and then sieve the chaff from the wheat and profile each and every one of them to ascertain their level of involvement in the crime. So apparently they found out that he was not actually involved in any crime. I was only doing his job as a journalist.
And now, do you know his arrest is not unconnected with the activities of these oil thieves, and in the region, it is therefore important for media outlets to ensure, that is according to the to Danjuma,
the
army spokesman, to ensure the veracity of their information before they place them in the public domain. You understand? We'll take a short break now. We'll be back.
Ọ̀gá Fẹ́mi, ẹ tún fẹ́ ra ògùn ikọ́ ni, kí ló dé tí ẹ ti ṣe àyẹ̀wò tí mo ní kẹ́ ẹ ṣe?
Ikọ́ yín ìfàyẹ̀wò. Ẹ wò ó, ìgbà tẹ́mi ní ikọ́ tó pọ̀ tí yóò lọ, mo lọ ṣàyẹ̀wò tó fi hàn pé ikọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ ni àtàyẹ̀wò àti ìtọ́jú ikọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ ọ̀hún ọ̀fẹ́ ni wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ fún mi. Nísìnyí ara mi ti yá gágá.
Ẹ yẹ̀ ẹ́ wò ó, kẹ́ ẹ lè mọ̀ dájú, nítorí ẹni tí ò lọ kò lè mọ̀.
Ẹ yẹ ikọ́ yẹn wò fún ikọ́ ife wò.
Tí o bá ní ikọ́ tí ó ti lé ní ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì tí ò kásẹ̀ nílẹ̀, ó lè jẹ́ ikọ́ ife o. Ọ̀fẹ́ láyẹ̀wò àti ìtọ́jú ikọ́ ife. Ìwọ ṣáà ti pe nọ́mbà ìdáhùn kíákíá orílẹ̀-èdè fún ikọ́ ife ní 3340 tàbí kí o tẹ *3340# fún àlàyé sí iwájú sí i. Ìkéde yìí wá láti ọ̀dọ̀ ilé-iṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó ń mójútó ètò ìlera pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn àwọn ará ìlú Amẹ́ríkà.
The pace setter, Oyo State, is blazing another trail. Oyo State is recognizing and celebrating the values and virtues of civil and public service. Approved by His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde, FNSC, GSC, GSSRS. 2024 Civil and Public Service Week, Friday, November 29, a special Jumat service at the Government Secretariat Central Mosque, Ibadan at 1 p.m. Sunday, December 1, a special church service at St. Peter's Cathedral, Ariwe Ibadan at 10 a.m. Tuesday, December 3, novelty football match, third place and final football matches at Lake Salami Stadium at Damasiba, Ibadan. December 4, the D-Day, we will enjoy Earth Talks, cultural display, a public service lecture by the erudite Professor Shola Ajayi, the Vice Chancellor, Abiola Ajimobi Technical University, Ibadan, while Professor Omobowale from the University of Ibadan is the chief discussant. And the icing on the cake of the grand finale is the presentation of awards and plaques to distinguished civil and public servants, outstanding MDAs, and the best football team. His Excellency, Mr. GSM, is the chief host. We are celebrating productivity and excellence in Oyo State Civil Public Service. Join us. Announcer, Mrs. C.A. Abioye, the Chairman, Planning Committee.
Back, and it's good to know you are still there, and the program is still Conversation. Our show announces December for implementation of new minimum wage, approves 25,000 naira for pensioners.
25 or 75?
Well, I don't know what that 25,000 naira is for. Let's see. December
for pensioners. Yeah.
Approves 25,000 for pensioners. Okay. Let's see, the page 4 of the newspaper here before me. All right, it says here, Osun State Governor Senator Adebola Adeleke has approved December 2024 as the implementation date for the approved new minimum wage. Well, that's Monday.
Monday, yes.
The state head of service, Ayonleye Aino, made this known after the signing of 75,554 naira new minimum wage agreement by the state government and organized labor at the state secretariat in Oshogbo. According to the head of service, the sum of 25,000 naira has also been approved across board for pensioners in the state. Okay, pensioners are going to be having 25,000 naira extra.
Extra, yes.
And the agreement read further, Governor Adeleke has graciously approved the implementation of the new minimum wage of 75,554 naira for all categories of employees of Osun state governments, including local governments. This development, which is a further affirmation of the topmost priority accorded workers and pensioners in the 5-point action plan of the administration, is geared towards ensuring a productive public service. So the $25 for pensioners, well, that is their own increment, that is their own adjustment.
Consequential adjustment.
Well, I think fair enough. But the pensioners, maybe they could have gotten a little more, but I think maybe this was arrived at due to availability of funds. I'm not there, Bimbo, I don't know. But but let's
at least maybe
it's still something.
Let's commend Osun State government. At least it has tried. The government has tried, especially the governor.
But Olubado, other stakeholders, Lord Governor Makinde over rehabilitation of Ibadan roads. Well, I think that's a good one actually. And going through Ibadan City, actually, I think that massive road construction, we have places where roads have been outrightly reconstructed, and places where roads have been rehabilitated. That's very true. Talking about Ibadan Metropolis.
Yes, it should be commended. The governor, yes, it should be commended. But people are still talking about the inner roads. I don't know how the government can, establish how to reconstruct or rehabilitate those roads. It should be handled either by Oistroma or the local government administrations. Yes, government cannot, do everything alone. Some things should be done by local government. You understand the inner roads, all those Agbole roads, all those. So it is not only the main roads. Well, government have tried main roads, especially the circular road being done around Ibadan. All that roads is saying to Ogbomoso Street. If you want to go to Ogbomoso now, you don't need to go through Oyo, Ogbomoso Road. If you have the cash, buy petrol in your car. Or if you have money, just take Ibadan to Iseyin. When you get to Iseyin, just board a vehicle going to Ogbomoso straight. Yes, and you'll be all right.
But on Lagos Calabar Highway, diasporal investors beg President Tinubu to save their $250 million investments. Diasporal investors, I guess, their investments along that route. People in the diaspora who have been investing in the Nigerian economy, and maybe their investments along that route is now under threat. I think the Nigerian government should at least listen to their voice and do something about this. If those investors are, I guess, those investors are actually, those investments are actually structures built along that business structures. And if those structures have to give way, and the government should also think of a due compensation to these people. After all, it's the same government that tells people who have gone abroad for greener pastures to come back home and invest. or at least channel some of their investments back to their homeland. These people have done this now, and now they are faced with this. Of course, the Lagos-Calabar Highway too is about development, but then we also need to consider the fact that these people who are beyond Nigeria's shores, Nigerians living beyond Nigeria's shores, who went searching for greener pastures, and have decided to put some of their money back into the country that nurtured them. I think they also deserve to be compensated if for any reason what they have invested has to give way for a bigger development project.
Yes, and the Lagos-Calabar Highway, I think it's been generating some controversy in the past. But I think everything is over now. Now, there's this one that says, court grants 109 foreigners charged with cybercrimes 17 billion naira bail. Yes, respite yesterday came the way of 109 foreign nationals held on charges of cybercrimes as the Federal High Court in Abuja granted them bail on the sum of 17 billion naira. Justice Ekele Tiakman granted them bail while ruling on an application by their lawyer, Ogu Onoja, SAN. Okay, now, they have granted the bail. Foreign nationals. Yes, if it were a Nigerian or an African or any other African country that were, arrested for cyber crimes in their country, yes, outside the country, will they grant them bail? They will not grant them bail. I am sure of that.
Well, it depends on the laws of the country. If the law says that it's a bailable offense, well, by everything, it would be granted bail, even if it is in those countries. But you can say that maybe the treatment would not be as good as they have been treated in our own, wherever they were detained. They were looking very good yesterday when you see them in court. And they don't look like they've been in detention. The typical Nigerian criminal who is not a VIP goes into detention, and when they come out, when they come to court, you will know that they have been in detention. But then these ones, maybe because they are foreigners and because of Nigeria, definitely their countries will be watching.
Yes.
Well, unlike we, that we don't really care.
We don't bother about anybody. Yes. 8 terrorist leaders surrender in North Central, says Defense Headquarters. The Defense Headquarters yesterday said that 8 terrorist commanders in North Central region had surrendered to troops. It said more had also indicated interest to surrender in the coming weeks. Those that have surrendered, according to the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Yellow Jambres, Alhaji Malamadu, among others. And General Buba said the surrendering was occasioned by overtures from the terrorist leadership based on troops' onslaught against them.
I know I'm not excited about this surrender. Yes, it's a good one, and maybe we are indeed winning the war against terror. But then, the moral aspect of it, these people, now they have surrendered, they'll be treated like kings and VIPs, rather than allowing the law to take its same course. Yes, the fact that they surrendered, it's done in other crimes. They could be given a softer landing when they go to court, when they go before the law, for the fact that they surrendered themselves. But then, in our own case, it's often the case of the next time you see them whining and dining with the high and the mighty. You see them looking very fresh and robust, like local government chairmen or like politicians who are fed fat on the people's money. And again, you see them occupying positions of trust. You see them riding in the best vehicles and enjoying the best of life. Whereas their victims will be in the IDP camps languishing. Their pregnant wives giving birth in pit toilets. These are reports we have had coming from the IDP camps. their wives having to give birth in pit toilets. While the people that send them there, like I said, will be enjoying the best of life.
Yes.
Yes, they have surrendered, but also let the law take its course. But like I said, for the fact that they surrendered, yes, they could be given a softer landing. But then to serve as a precedent, to serve as a deterrent to others, especially youths who look forward to becoming like them.
Now, that means them surrendering now. It means there was a kind of negotiation, kind of,
Yes, there must have been.
And, well, me, I believe, my own opinion, I don't believe any government should, negotiate with terrorists. Yes, that is it. Then number two, you remember the Niger Delta people, all those government Ekpel Mopulo, known as Tom Pulo, and what is the second guy?
Asari
Dokubo and all those.
So many of them.
So many. Yes, that was what also happened. Then, and they give them a soft landing too. And they are enjoying, like you said, they are enjoying themselves. So, I don't know.
Well, even the matter of the Niger Delta, I want to believe that there is a huge difference. Well, the Niger Delta people, well, until some of them also decided to begin to help themselves to the nation's resources in the name of fighting for the emancipation of their people, of the people of the Niger Delta. But initially, they had, the Niger Delta issue was based on a struggle, like I said, initially for the emancipation of the people of the Niger Delta. They took up arms against mass degradation of their environment, and also the fact that they were the goose laying the golden eggs, and they were not getting anything from Nigeria or from the oil multinationals. They had a reason. Yes, it's wrong to wage war against the Nigerian state, but then they had a cogent reason to do what they did at the time. Unlike these ones that are outright criminals, who have no ideology, only that they want to bring tears to the faces of people. They want to shed blood, and the reason for that is because they want to steal, they want to loot, they want to kill, they want to destroy. These are outright criminals who should be treated as such.
Well, yes, you might be right. And now 17 trillion naira overdrawn from federal government coffers in 2021. That is according to an audit report. 17 trillion naira overdrawn.
That one no be news.
Anytime I hear anything, money, million, trillion, billion.
It's a work to some people.
Yes, now, well, yes. Now, the central bank governor has said the exchange rate is not the true value of the naira. I don't understand that, but I'll go through the story. The Central Bank of Nigeria has said the current exchange rate for the naira does not reflect the true value of the local currency.
Oh, how convenient.
So Oluyole Kaduso broke the news yesterday at the 59th Bankers Night organized by the Chartered Institute of Bankers in Nigeria in Lagos. The naira exchanges at 1,720 to $1 at the parallel market and below 1,663 naira to $1 at the official window.
Okay. So if what he's saying is right, now let me speak from a layman's perspective now. So how come that product that I bought for 500 naira last year, how come I now have to buy it for 5,000 naira? Now. If indeed the exchange rate does not reflect true value
of the naira.
So it's telling us that what we have at the moment is not the real thing. Have you? So that would also reflect on goods and services. We are hearing this But then when we get to the market, that is not
what we will see.
We will see. Where it's supposed the exchange rate is high. Rates of goods and services are supposed to be high, but then it tells us that is not real. So when I get to the market, I'm supposed to buy cheaper goods, and I'm supposed to obtain. I'm supposed to be able to buy cheaper goods, especially when we talk about imported goods. I'm able to buy cheaper medication if I want to buy medication. So I don't know if you get what I'm driving at.
I understand.
So I think the CBN governor should just hold his peace and they should stop talking. I mean, he should stop talking.
Talking, yes.
For the time being,
he should let
him just stop talking.
He should let some significant, significant. What should I call it?
Some significant improvements in the situation.
Yes, significant improvements. Let it just come before you start talking anyhow.
And you should stop making us sad and unhappy. Yes, he should do his job as CBN governor, but then, I said, he should keep quiet. Court refuses CFCC's request to arraign former Kogi governor Yahaya Bello without his lawyers in attendance. Well, the second arraignment, 80.2 billion naira alleged money laundering charges now preferred against him. And the former governor, he had an explanation as to why he appeared alone in court. He said the time he was notified of the latest appearance, said the time was short and there was no time to actually notify his lawyers. Former governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Yahaya Bello, was on Friday brought to the Federal High Court in Abuja by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, for arraignment without his lawyers. Bello was brought to the court by the Anti-Graft Agency to take his plea in the 19-count charge bordering on alleged laundering of the sum of 80.2 billion preferred against him. However, a drama erupted when the charges were about to be read to him, and the trial judge, Justice Emeka Nwite, discovered that the defendant had no legal representation. Bello told the court that he got to know about the arraignment late Thursday night and therefore could not reach any of his lawyers. Although the FCC, represented by Kemi Pinheiro, SAN, insisted that Bello be arraigned, Justice Nwite refused the request on the grounds that such would amount to a breach of Bello's fundamental right to fair hearing. I agree with the judge, and I think Alhaji Yahya Bello has a very cogent excuse, a very cogent reason as to why he appeared alone in court without his lawyers. The EFCC should do the needful, and even the judiciary too. They should do things properly next time.
Yes, you remember Mrs. Okonjo Iweala? Yes, former finance minister and coordinating
minister of the economy.
Yes.
The one with the trademark Gili.
Yes. She was one of those who, worked with Obasanjo, I think the first time. Yes, trying to, make our debts,
I think she worked with Goodluck Jonathan.
Was it Goodluck Jonathan?
Goodluck Jonathan.
Okay. Now she has been re-elected. Later she was, she was elected as World Trade Organization Director General. Yes, now he has been re-elected as the World Trade Organization Director General. Yes, because of her prowess in that sector.
She brought life back into that organization.
Yes, and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and other eminent Nigerians have extended heartfelt congratulations to Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala on her historic reappointment as Director General of the World Trade Organization. Yes, and in a unanimous decision, the 164-member international trade body reaffirmed its trust in the Nigerian economist, securing a second 4-year term, which begins on September 1, 2025. Well, congratulations to her, and congratulations to, Nigerians.
Well, Mingo, This next headline looks very worrisome if indeed the narratives here as to what happened here actually happened. Now, I've seen a situation in recent times in Nigeria where thugs are finding their way into many otherwise noble professions. This time is the teaching profession. And it says here, school teachers beat female corps member in Kwara. A female member of the National Youth Service Corps NYSC was on Thursday reportedly beaten up by some teachers of the Government Day Junior Secondary School, Kulende area, Ilorin, the capital of Kwara State. The female corps member, name withheld, was allegedly beaten and stripped by the teachers for not greeting them properly. According to investigations, the corps member had visited the school to collect a clearance letter, but was allegedly assaulted by a teacher for not greeting properly. Eyewitnesses claim the teacher attacked her, tearing her NYC t-shirt. He was allegedly joined by another teacher who slapped her. The story didn't say whether the teachers were male that attacked her were male or female. The incident, which has sparked public outrage in the metropolis, saw people calling for investigation and accountability. And just as it said concerns about respect, professionalism and abuse of power within educational institutions. The head of information and public relations of the NYSC in Kwara State, Morakinyo Oladipo, who confirmed the incident. So the NYSC has confirmed the incident, so that we can take it that it actually happened. I was almost wishing that the story was not true, Bimbo, but then the NYSC confirming this.
Confirmed, yes.
The NYSC confirmed the incident and said that the scheme would seek redress on the attack against the corps member, adding that the state government had been briefed on the matter to the State Ministry of Youth, the supervising ministry.
Well, you know what happened? What I feel, well, maybe they might be eyeing her if they were male teachers.
If they were male teachers?
Yes, maybe they were making advances at her and she had been refusing. They now thought, yes, let's deal with her today.
Well, another possibility is that maybe the corps member, maybe she had a penchant for disrespect. Maybe
it is possible.
She had this attitude.
It is possible.
Maybe she had a tug of rudeness.
Yes.
And
ego.
On maybe on civil behavior on her part too. But then, no matter what she might have done, to provoke those teachers, they have no right to lay their hands on her.
A copper.
Like I said, that is a demonstration. That is animal behavior. Like I said, the teachers, if they actually did this, are thugs. They should be referred to as thugs, not teachers. So no matter what she could have, there are other ways that you could reprimand a corps member deployed to your organization if he or she exhibits any untoward behavior. But by the time you start, I do not know. A corps member is also an employee.
Yes.
She is serving the government. She has been an employee deployed by the government to serve in your organization.
Especially the federal government. It is the federal government that has deployed her to.
So she is representing the federal government.
Yes.
She is a representative of the federal government in your organization, and she is serving the country. She is serving Nigeria. So I think those teachers should be fished out, and they to serve as a deterrent and to avoid future occurrence, they should be properly dealt with. They should be made to face the law.
Wrath of the law, yes. Yes, this one from Oyo State says, Oyo government cancels 4,000 naira retirement form fee for civil servants. Yes, that is a good one.
It is a good one.
You want to retire, you have to go and collect a 4,000 naira retirement form fee.
Imagine, lásìkò yìí. Our government trains civil servants in digital skills. Another good one coming from Oyo State. Secretary to the Oyo State government, Professor Olanike Adeyemo, has said that the state government would continue to train civil servants for effective service delivery.
Yes, this one says the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has kicked against the bill seeking to exempt the police from the contributory pension scheme. Egbetokun, who spoke while addressing police officers in Abuja, said exiting the scheme will not favor the police force. He stated that if the police exit the CPS, they will go back to square one.
Well, I guess it's the only one that can explain whatever he means by that. What I do know, well, as far as the police, in the mainstream civil service, many workers and many labor unions are not happy with the contributory pension scheme, not because the idea is bad, but because of lack of transparency in its implementation by the authorities.
Yes.
So many civil servants and many labor unions would rather opt out of it.
Yes. Yes, you have some court and crime stories.
Well, actually, from the book of matrimonial oddities here, from the divorce courts. My husband denies me sex, satisfies his other woman. Oh, pregnant woman tells courts. Oh, she's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
She's still in.
No, but it doesn't mean. It doesn't matter. Yes,
well, exactly. The doctors and the health workers, the gynecologists, they tell us that at least up to a certain stage that men should still continue to have sex with their pregnant wives. They say that it eases the process of delivery, and that there are ways. The tummy will be big, so the missionary way is out of it. But then there are other ways which they will teach you.
Yes.
I'm not the one to teach that on the air now. but if your wife is pregnant and you want to still feel the need for sex, so long as there are no health complications that could threaten the baby. So please do see your gynecologist for explain to you how to go about it and how to have good sex while the woman is pregnant. Please don't divorce me. That's coming from a woman, Miriam Alagbede, pleading that the court help her to beg her husband, Mohammed Bashiru, not to divorce her. She says she's still interested in the marriage. But the story doesn't say why the husband wants to divorce her. Court orders man to pay 7,000 naira weekly for child's upkeep. And I want to end to my 1-year-old marriage, says wife. Oh, just 1 year. And the husband says, I still love her.
Rather unfortunate. Yes, we'll pick some calls now. 08055009850. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. John.
Good morning, sir. John calling from Ilori.
Good to have you, sir.
Point of correction. Yes, I know Coach Dewiana worked with Jonathan, but he actually spearhead the cancellation of a debt.
Yes. Yes.
Even the second tenure, he still worked briefly with him before she left. So she actually worked with Obasanjo.
Okay.
And I want to use this opportunity to congratulate her for the for her election
reappointment
ambassador of the country. Secondly, NNPC reducing fuel price by 15 naira is laughable. Mr. Tola, Mr. Bimbo, please permit me. Maybe I'm ignorant. Is it possible for this country to say, okay, NNPC, this is what we want you to do. This is our own crude. And the refinery was repaired with taxpayers' money, Nigerian money. We are not like Saudi Arabia, Libya, or some other countries who could give stipends to each family every month from the sales of crude. We are not like that. Okay, let's have some barrel of oil that we can produce that will be consumed in Nigeria. And it should be tracked, not to allow those products to become. Is it not possible for a local consumption to reduce the pain of your people? Is it not possible? Are we not owner of the crude? Are we buying crude? Is it not possible? Good morning, my two teachers.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you. Well, Mr. John, what you have simply asked for this morning is an outright cancellation and outright elimination of the petroleum sector cabals. And and outright maybe sanitization of the petroleum industry. That is what you have simply asked for, and you are also asking that some people should be put permanently out of their illicit business. 08055009850, that is the number to call on conversation this morning. All right, okay, we have a caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm calling from Ikosi. My name is Adetunji.
Good to have you, Mr. Adetunji.
Yes, we thank for an effort over the petrol, boost our president. But what we expect to load the price? Well done.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, it's also voicing the expectation of many Nigerians
yes.
For lower petrol prices.
Petrol prices, yes.
08055009850. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Ojo Michael calling from Oluyole Kingdom.
To have you, Mr. Ojo Michael.
I want to say happy weekend to you over there.
Yes,
on the petroleum that is now 1,030 naira, I want to believe.
Yes, 1,030 naira.
Yes, it's okay. I remember when Yaradua came to power, about the year price was 70 naira then, and Yaradua is reduced to 65 naira. It's a good omen, yes. I know sooner or later the price will go, the price will come down, yes. I know it will come down to 700 naira, no, I believe. Yes, let's hope. Yes, on the post mishap in Niger State. Yes, it was due to we learned that it was due to poor feasibility. I want to advise all the motorists, both the private owner and those transporters, that we should be very, very careful because of the weather of this time around. They should put on their headlamp when traveling early in the morning. God bless you. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, that brings me to one issue. Beg your pardon. That brings me one issue. I saw one this morning, early this morning when I was coming. It was a jeep. It landed inside the drains. You know the drains? Yes, inside the drains. I do not know what happened. Maybe it was due to overspeeding. Maybe it was all those club guys. Overspeeding. Early this morning as I was coming, I was now thinking, this December time, they have started again.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Hello,
good morning.
Prince Adeyemi is calling from Gomoso.
Good to have you. Prayed. It's been a while.
Now, I want to briefly comment on the issue of sister that beat a corp member in Kwara State.
Okay.
Those two sisters do not allow to go scot-free because, to me, they take law into their own hands, which will not be so. Assuming they made an advantage to the lady, does that mean that warrant them to beat the corp member? What they did, they beat federal government of the country, they beat the state government, so those people do not allow to hold conflict.
All right, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Secondly, on the ship that came Niger, it was due to poor visibility. Secondly, as a result of overloading. I want to advise our motorists, every people, they should avoid overloading. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Yes, thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you.
You too, sir.
08055009850. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Now, I was listening to a program yesterday evening, and this issue of MNPC reducing fuel price came out, and people are
I mean, most of the people are saying, it's also you, government, actually, to put this is my one, no, I look at people and said, this country, because this country can be better. Because people are so gullible. Now, one thing is, they deliberately made this price to be higher, so that by the time they are reviewing, they reduce to 950. People will be applauding them. And it comes to think of it, if you say 50, 800 naira, is it the right price for us to buy further? When even the OPEC are giving us a quota of local production, that we can do it as we like in our own place, in the locality that they are producing the oil. The OPEC they are doing that quota. So an NFPC is in charge of the crude, NFPC is in charge of the refinery. If they have their refinery that they say is working, that's if they have. Now, we have a local refinery, we have a local production. That locality, supposed you can sell it for free. You can sell it at 10 naira, you can sell it at 20 naira. So people are applauding them, they are here to pay. And what? You see, this country, Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you. You know, but there is still this controversy between the host community of the Port Harcourt refinery. A representative of that community came on here. I forgot the name of the community now. Came on air on national television to say that the NNPCL was being prudent with the truth regarding the actual state of the Port Harcourt refinery, and that it was not functioning at optimal capacity as claimed by the NNPCL. They said the petrol that was pushed out was that which had been in storage for 3 years.
Long time,
and that was only blended and then released to the public at that time. The lifting of petrol that I think they said not up to 10 trucks were loaded, contrary to the NNPCL's claim that 200 trucks will be loaded daily. So as of now, we still don't know who is being economical with the truth, either that community or the NNPC or NNPCL.
Well, time will tell. That is just what I have to say. Now,
right. Okay. Yes, we have to go. Take your time. It's 7:30, and we'll be back same time Monday morning, God willing. My name is Tola Teriba.
And my name is Bimbo Akombi. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy your weekend.
Now for sports tidbits.
Conversation.